their understarters' orders, and they're off, and Tarzan is the first to go on. And so Tarzan, the early pacemaker, being followed by Julia Mariner. Then comes Shirley Heights in front of Sexton Blake. Remainder Madame on the far side in fifth. But Tarzan still in the lead from Shirley Heights next to the rails. Julia Mariner on the far side. Sexton Blake's in front of Remainder Man. Then comes Leonardo da Vinci, followed by Lenigan, Texiarchus, and then finally Persian Bow. So they continue around that bottom turn. And it's Tarzan still the leader from Juliet Mariner. Shirley Heights, then towards the outside, the Irish challenger Lenigan, who's now under pressure. And it's Shirley Heights and Julia Marin. These two are battling it out. Sexton Blake, Leonardo da Vinci, and Remainder Man. They're running now towards the final furlong. And it's Shirley Heights on the near side. Julia Marin on the far side. It's between these two. Leonardo da Vinci is not going to get there because Shirley Heights is running on strongly. They've got about 50 yards still to go. And it's Shirley Heights absolutely coasting through to an impressive victory over Julia Marin. And then comes Sexton Blake, Remainder Man, Leonardo da Vinci, followed in by Texiarchus, Persian Bow.
Under orders, and they're all out. Claude Monet strikes the front with a furlong to go. Claude Monet from in second place, head for Heights. Claude Monet, head for Heights. Elegant Air and Hattim inside the final half furlong. Claude Monet with Hattim fairly easy on the ground on the outside. Claude Monet is going to win it. Claude Monet in a photo from Hattim. And then came Kerman and head for Heights. Then Rami and Elegant Air.
Shahrastani in second, gaining in racing experience here. Next to the rails is Nomru, then comes All Haste. The field quite tightly grouped, 4 furlongs left to race in the Mecca Dante. Next to the rails, Dancing Zeta, just over 2 to go. Dancing Zeta from Shahrastani, Nomru trying to come between them, not getting a lot of room, just over 2 to race. And Shahrastani from Dancing Zeta with Cirque making ground on the outside. Nomru looking for racing room. Cirque makes ground, Flying Trio with a white cap coming down the outside too, but Shahrastani in the lead, and Shahrastani quickens up with a furlong left to go in the Mecca Dante. And Shahrastani from Nomru, who's fairly eating up the ground next to the rail. Shahrastani from Nomru, Cirque held in third, Flying Trio 4, and Shahrastani quickening up well, just being pushed out hands and heels. Quite useful this. Shahrastani wins it, Nomru second, Cirque third, Flying Trio 4, Dancing Zeta 5, top ruler, and last and trailing in, a long way beaten is All Haste.
Thereof, racing for the Totesport.com Dante Stakes of 2007, making their way round the far side of the course then. Pace being set here by Karen McAvoy on board Adagio. Then comes Authorized, who's the meat in the sandwich with Prince Golan and Raincoat on the inside. Now they're definitely quickening up the tempo, and Adagio has just moved into another gear very slickly as well as they come down the straight. Authorized is full of running behind though for Frankie Dettori. Driven hard up the inside is Al Shamali. Raincoat is being switched and sticks to his guns well as Proponent drops away. But here comes Authorized, who begins to stamp his authority on the race, and now shaken up by Frankie Dettori. He goes up by a couple of lengths here from Al Shamali, and Raincoat is running on. But it's hands and heels stuff, and could he be the real deal? Authorized comes home to win the Dante in style. Authorized by 5 lengths. Raincoat in second. Third home Al Shamali, then Adagio, followed then by Proponent and Prince Golan.
1 to go. They're off in the Betfred Dante, and it's Odeon and Graham Lee who lead the field through the first furlong. Approaching halfway in the Betfred Dante, and Odeon with his clear advantage. It stands at around about 4 lengths now, with Bunker in second. A 3 to 4 length break to the Grey Gatsby. The Grey Gatsby out on the right, Arrod on the left, closing under Jamie Spencer, then Saab Almanar. Furlong and a half to end the Dante, and it's the Grey Gatsby who pushes his grey nose into the lead here from True Story, just a bit short of daylight as the Grey Gatsby edges off a true line. Arrod running on strongly in behind them. The Grey Gatsby leads close home. Arrod is the final challenger. The Grey Gatsby though keeping them all at bay. Another Yorkshire train winner of the Dante, the Grey Gatsby from Arrod.
And they're all set. They're off racing for the Betfred Dante over this extended 1.25 miles. And Lord Ben Stack leads the Dante field by 2 lengths. Elm Park Racing in second, the Racing Post Trophy winner. Followed by John F. Kennedy, the dark blue jacket. Nafakar still on the inside then for Paul Hannigan. With on the outside Frankie Dettori and Jack Hobbs. And then 2 lengths then back to Golden Horn in the red cap, and another 2.5 lengths then to Old Man River and Joseph O'Brien, who brings up the rear. They've gone quite quickly here as they head down now towards the final 5 furlongs. And then comes Golden Horn, who's just getting into the race gradually under William Buick and going nicely. And then a gap of a length or so to Old Man River, who also starts to pick up. So it's anybody's race. Here's Golden Horn on the near side, who's quickening up in really good style, entering the final furlong. Golden Horn and Will Buick are out in front here from Jack Hobbs and Elm Park. And Golden Horn, you say, has to be impressive here because he's come from behind, quickened up beautifully, and he wins a Dante in great style. Golden Horn beats Jack Hobbs, a 1-2 for John Gosden. Elm Park back in third. Sea of Flames going forward to complete the lineup here, and they're off and racing. Away they go for the 2016 Betfred Dante Stakes, and a pretty even break as well. Sea of Flames got off to a good start as they race on towards the final 3/4 of a mile. Sea of Flames leads the Dante field down the side of the course, and it's Sea of Flames still the leader. Deauville in a perfect position to pounce on the outside for Ryan Moore. Kentucky Connection is racing just in front of Top Beak. Harrison's getting going. Here comes Wings of Desire on the outside. Deauville from Victory Barn on the wide outside. Here's Frankie now with Wings of Desire. They're racing inside the final furlong. Deauville the leader from Wings of Desire and Foundation. Deauville on the far side for Ryan Moore. Wings of Desire, Frankie Dettori again on the near side. Wings of Desire wins the Dante from Deauville in second. Foundation was third, Montazar fourth. Midterm was only fifth with Choreographer in sixth.
Facing the starter here, Derby Aspirations on the line. Before that, small matter of a Dante as they break away. Mildenberger's being sent up on the wide outside. Roaring Lion is amongst horses at the moment. His tendency to lie left, keep an eye on that. He's in 5th place at the moment. Roaring Lion still keeping the powder dry. Then Merlin Magic near side, Nordic Lights wide across the course in the Dante. Roaring Lion moving up to take the lead with a furlong to go. And it's Roaring Lion who's moved to the front. They're all chasing Roaring Lion Shadow as he storms away in the Dante, putting daylight between himself and his rivals. Roaring Lion out clear. Mildenberger boxed on for second. Zabriskie may have got third at a huge price. The rest are in a heap. Merlin Magic, Nordic Lights, Wells Fargo.
Ready, all in. They're off. 7 of them break from the stalls for the Basti Equiworld Dubai Dante Stakes. This Group 2 prize over the extended 1.25 miles. Cambridge continues to have a wide trip. Al Musmat conversely cuts the corner. And sitting between that pair, Ancient Wisdom Buick, sitting motionless at this stage. Economics and War Rooms, the last duo into the straight. So on down to the final half mile in the Dante. Buick now asking Ancient Wisdom in the Royal Blue to try and close, but he's just being held in by Economics on the extreme left, who's moving up to mount a challenge. War Rooms extreme right, extreme left Economics. These two have now moved on. Economics a surge clear now, moving inside the furlong, 4-5 lengths ahead. And galloping still further clear. Economics under Tom Marquand for William Haggis and Isa Salman Al Khalifa. Oh, what a smart performance this in the Dante. Could he be Derby bound? He'd have to be supplemented. Economics wins well. Tight second, Ancient Wisdom and War Rooms, then Cambridge and God's Window.